Good morning, everyone. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. New day where we have the FOMC today. Today's morning session is the lowest probable session to trade. As I told yesterday, the best or beautiful setup you will get around 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. your local time. So maybe I'll be able to show you the best setup around that area, and without any kind of hesitation, all of you can trade that things. When I will go from the top to down analysis, see that beautifully. But before that, of course, I will talk about yesterday's PM session. As yesterday's PM session downside the way I was looking. So I will talk about that before talking about today's 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. For all of this, just let me know you guys can hear me perfectly and everything is cool. You can hear me and everything is cool. Okay, just let me know that. Good morning, Narcis. Good morning, Baragan. Good morning, Sam, Madalona, RS, Bean, Uchu, Mbang. Time lapse. Blue Guardian doesn't have Tradebit. No, it doesn't have Tradebit. You have to choose Project X. Project X. You have to trade through Project X. That platform kind of similar to TradingView, but it's a great opportunity. I believe that it's a great opportunity because $40 for 50K account, no activation fees. I think it's a better opportunity. I'll talk about that after a bit actually. After doing all of the analysis, then I will talk about around 10:30 something like that. Everything I'll talk about this Blue Guardian futures. Hey Ricardo, good morning. Guys, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Time lapse, I'm not sure they support the Ninja Trader or not. We'll see that. Okay, we hear you, bro. Okay, thank you, man. We can hear you. Okay, thank you so much. I thought nobody can hear me. So everyone is cool. How was the time frame? I told you to trade around 7 to 8:30 a.m. If there is anyone who trade 7 to 8:30 a.m., is there anyone who trade that? Here, brother. Thank you, Chip, for confirming, man. Hey, Madi. Good morning, brother. Any of you has traded the 7 to 8 a.m.? A little bit interference, but okay. What is that? Any kind of noise? If there is any noise, let me know. I'll switch up my fan. There can be a noise because my fan makes some sound, and my head my what is the mouth phone headphone whatever it is, it actually catch any kind of noise. If there is any noise that is disturbing, let me know. I'll switch up my fan. Did you guys trade 7 to 8 a.m.? No, I traded EU during London. Okay, Sam, that's cool. Okay, so I don't think so any of you has traded the 7 a.m. And then Twitter, let's do what's the man? Hey, Junior Madhu, how are you, brother? I really would love to wait for more minutes for other people to join, uh, so that everyone can watch everything from the beginning. So we'll start around 9 a.m. New York local time to talk about the price action or everything else. So 4 more minutes I'll wait. You guys let me wait, then I will wait for. I did short on 10 micros. I was not looking for sell. I was looking for buy. By the way, we'll talk about that, Julia. But if you got the boom, congratulations to you. I'm cool. How is family and the little baby yesterday? Everyone is cool. They're really so happy because mama is here, uncle is here, and they're really so. I mean, my niece, she's so happy. No crying, nothing. Sometimes make some uh, no crying actually, but lot of fazlavi. I don't know what is the English word of fazlavi. Hi, bro. Hey, Vijaya. How are you, brother? Thank you, Madhu, for sharing the Discord link. It's absolutely free, guys. If any of you would love to join through the Discord, please join. Guys, if there is any noise, let me know. I'll switch off my fan. Okay, there is nothing wrong to switching off my fan. But if it is not the sound is not good, if there is any kind of background noise, let me know that. Hey, baby, you baby did know my niece actually, Paragon, my sister's baby girl. She came actually, and yesterday she was with me for a few minutes actually at the beginning of the streaming. I don't have any baby. Can change for December contract? Yes, sir. Of course, I will talk about that. We will. Just give me 3 more minutes. Around 9 a.m. I will start talking about everything. Like that little penguin and babysit here, babysit her. She brings life to the community. I told that yesterday, Madhi, actually, when she came to me, I told that maybe today is gonna be a profitable day. And then I framed two trade, both of them are the winning trade. So 2020 40 handle boom. At least 40 handle boom, okay? So yeah, she brought the good luck to us, I believe, yesterday. Whatever, like what was I don't know, but if you believe in something, I believe that will bring the happiness to you, that will bring the good luck to you. But you have to believe that. Everything starts from our belief. If you believe something, that will always bring the good thing to you. And that belief should not be harmful for other people. Do I need to change micro also? Do I need to change micro also? What do you mean by micro also, Sharda? Are you asking that should you change from mini to micro or something like that? It depends on your account. If you feel good uh, with mini account, then of course you can stay with the mini. For example, you are using the account 150K account. You don't need to go to micro account. You can trade through the mini account. But if you are trading through 50K account, then in my opinion, the best is to go to micro account because the stop loss most of the time for mini Nasdaq kind of 20 handle, 15 handle, 25 handle, something like that. So if you take two mini contract entry and you get stopped out by 20 handle, it's gonna cost $800, something like that. Yeah, $800. So your maximum stop loss can be to $2,000, $2,500, and if you get stopped out by one trade by like $800, $900, something like that, you won't be survive over there. So in my opinion, if you are uh, trading through the 50K account, then you should actually switch to micro account. It's my opinion. Market is still choppy. Yeah, it's a bit choppy. Okay, guys, it's 9 a.m. Europe local time, so let's talk about the price. First of all, I would love to talk from here, barchart.com, where I decide should I change the contract or not. So you can see here, this is the first one, which is NQU, September contract. The volume is 21,000. The open interest is 133,000. The next one, which is the running contract, NQZ to 25, which is December 25. The volume is 59,000, which is higher than the NQU, as well as the open interest is 200,000, okay, 200,000 plus, which is higher than NQU. So there is no need to stay with NQU anymore because both open interest and the volume is higher on NQZ. So from today, I will trade through NQZ until uh, the next contract comes. Okay, that means the March contract. Until it is not going higher, I will try to stay on NQZ to 25. Okay, so from here is NQZ to 2025. This is the running contract. If you are curious, how can I find this? Just write it down. NQZ 2025, and you will see there is the E-mini Nasdaq. If you click on that, you will be here in NQZ 2025. So that is the running contract. Okay? So I don't think so that I need this bar chart anymore. So I'll close this bar chart over here. This is the live streaming. Current concurrent viewers are 50%. Likes 13. That's all I ask you guys. Likes. Please provide the like to this video. I will really appreciate that. Your own like will be appreciated more than anything else to our channel. I'm not interested about your money. I am just interested about your likes. So please provide the likes if you like it. That will be helpful for our channel. I'll talk about this, which is Blue Guardian futures after a bit, kind of around 10 a.m., where we are going to get $40 discount for 50K account, 50K standard account, or everything. Okay, no activation fees, 60% off for all accounts for Blue Guardian futures. So I'll talk about this. This is just for today. You are not able to get this offer by tomorrow. Until midnight, it is valid. We'll talk about that later. But before that, please guys push the like button over here. This is the today's price section, but I am not interested to come here before yesterday's PM session. So I would love to go yesterday's PM session first, and then we'll go for today's price section. Okay. So this is the yesterday's PM session around here. This is the yesterday's PM session. You know that I was looking for sell only. I was not interested to look for buy, so I was interested only sell. And yesterday we were using the hourly chart. If you remember, that was the hourly gap I have marked before the opening, and I told that until the market is below this hourly bearish gap, I'm more interested to look for sell. I had the sell side liquidity. I had the sell side liquidity here around that area. Just let me mark those lines so that you guys can don't forget that. That was the first sell side liquidity. We had the second sell side liquidity here, and we had the final sell side liquidity around here. Okay, so that was the final sell side liquidity just above the TGIF line. Now market it didn't go to the TGIF line yesterday, and I was not thinking that it is going over there. I just told that I would love to look for that. If I get any kind of sell setup, I'll go for that sell. Yesterday's AM session, we have framed two sell. If you remember, the first sell was from the order block, which is from here. That was the first sell because I missed the entry from this gap. So that was the sell from the order block, first sell until here. The second sell was over here, that after getting this market structure shift over here, then we have framed another sell from this gap. So two sell worked perfectly, at least give us 20 handle around the morning session. Around the PM session, I was waiting, and finally I found this trade. Now this market went higher. Let me show you. This is that hourly gap. So all I need an hourly, an higher time frame PDRA. So this is the hourly gap that has market traded. Okay, over here. It is bit different over here because NQZ, I'm using the NQZ, and I will say why I didn't take this trade actually. On NQU, it has traded that hourly gap. So this area has traded that hourly gap. Then I have got the market structure shift, which is the best market structure shift over here. There is a fair value gap. Market trade that fair value gap immediately. Stop loss is going to be above the liquidity, which is 9 handle. I have the sell side liquidity here, which is the highest sell side liquidity. You can see that sell side liquidity. I was interested to see this sell side liquidity will be cleared, but we have the new day opening gap around this area. This is the new day opening gap. So I have to make sure that if I take that sell, I can take some kind of partial to the top of this new day opening gap. So now I will mark a line to the top of this new day opening gap. So you'll be able to see this new day opening gap high. This is the new day opening gap high. You will get confused here, but I didn't take this trade. Why? What is the reason? I will talk about this everything. I'm just showing it to you here that it has provided exactly 20 handle to NQZ. Yesterday I was not trading NQZ. It has provided 20 handle. Just remember this area because everything is going to be changed right now. NQU 2025. I was in NQU chart. Okay, this is that NQU chart. Yesterday I was in this chart. Okay, so let me come over there. That is the area yesterday I was looking for. I'm going to mark the same new day opening gap high. That same new day opening gap high I'm going to mark from NQU here. Is that new day opening gap high over here? I was looking for some kind of run toward the liquidity, toward the liquidity which was here. This is the sell side liquidity. I was looking for sell, but I know that I have to take a partial to the top of this new day opening gap. Now, if you see here, it's just 14 handle, not even 15 handle. That was the same setup. Okay, look at here. It has perfectly traded that hourly bearish gap on NQU. See here, it has tapped to this hourly gap exactly over here. So I had the high time frame PDRA here, got the market structure shift. There was the fair value gap. I didn't take this trade because to the top of the new day opening gap, which is this line. This is the top of the new day opening gap. If I would love to take that sell toward that sell side liquidity, I have to clear some kind of liquidity to the top of the new day opening gap. As the range was not providing me 20 handle, I didn't take this trade. And as you can see, for 20 handle, it never reached until the 20 handle. But in NQZ, it has reached until 20 handle. Either way, I was not interested to look for that sell because I was afraid that it will tap to the new day opening gap high and then it will react. Then if it fall or whatever happens, I don't care, but it will not go until at least the 20 handle. That is why I didn't take this trade. You can say execution level. There is no trade over here, nothing over here. By the way, that was the reason not to frame that sell around the PM session, but that was the selling opportunity. I just didn't take it because market didn't provide me the 20 handle to the top of this new day opening gap. So sometimes I tell you, don't frame any sell while the market is above the new day opening gap. What do I mean by that? If you frame the sell, you have to make sure that to the top of the new day opening gap or new week opening gap, you have at least 20 handle so that you will be able to take the partial. But if the range is not at least 20 handle, don't take that trade because most of the time what happens, you are waiting for your 20 handle partial at least, and this market is going to respect the high or the mid 50% of the new opening gap, then it will retrace and stop you out. That is why if the range is at least 20 handle, take that trade. If it is not, then don't take that trade. It's a request to all of you. So always please don't forget this one. That was the PM session only setup. Around the PM session, there was no other setup. I was looking for this sell actually over here around this area, but market didn't provide me the entry opportunity. All of you know that I only wait for the immediate reaction. So market didn't immediately give me the entry, so I didn't take this trade as well because market didn't provide me. I had the market structure shift, liquidity taken, everything was over there. Market didn't provide, and also the entry was kind of around the new day opening gap high. So still I was able to take that sell, but market didn't give me the entry. Then market actually came after a long. It came here. I don't care about that because I told you I don't believe my girlfriend if she come back to me after 5 years. I don't believe her. If she breaks up with me and then within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days she come back to me and she explained to me everything, okay, I'm okay with that. But if she come back after 5 years, a lot of things has already happened over here. She has went through a lot of things and I don't believe her anymore. Or if you are a girl, then you should not believe that boy anymore because he or she has rejected from lot of place and then she or he came back to you. Don't believe it or don't believe her. So always believe in the immediate reaction. Something can happen, but it has to be patch up within 5 days. That's why I keep saying make sure that it's an immediate reaction. That means within maximum 5 candle, it has given you the entry. Within maximum 5 candle, you have got your market structure. Your immediate, okay, whatever it is, the way you said, but it has to be immediate. That was the reason for not taking this sell because I was not able to take 20 handle partial to the top of this new opening gap. That is why I didn't take this sell around the PM session. Either way, this PM session was absolutely shit because like it was range bound, no moving, nothing. You can see from the 50 meter was nothing over here. So market was actually range bound. Still, maybe you would be able to take that sell, but unfortunately the range was not supporting me. That is why I didn't take it. And then this market went higher and then it has fallen. Then this is the Asia session, and you can see around the Asia session. Sorry, I don't know the Asia session. I think it's around the uh, London session. Market fall and cleared that sell liquidity. By the way, I'll be back to NQZ because I'm more interested to stay in NQZ now. Okay. So as I told yesterday, the best area to trade the FOMC day is the 7 a.m. to 9 to 8:30 a.m. New York local time. That is the best area to trade the FOMC day. The next time you will trade is around 2:30 p.m. Okay, after 2:30 p.m. you will be able to trade the market, but no trade should be placed on the chart from 8:30 a.m. New York local time to until 2:30 p.m. New York local time. That means the whole AM session should not be traded. We will be here. We will look at the price action. If it is good, we will see that. We will frame that, but we are not going to take that trade. So if you don't want to follow the rules, man, it's up to you. Your account, your rules. You want to trade every time, I have no problem with you. But I'm not going to frame a trade. Any kind of pushing button is valid until 2:30 p.m. New York local time today. No trade is valid until that area. You want to trade, go for that. No problem. Why is that? Because 90%, 95%, 80%, 85%, whatever you say, market actually use the AM session for making the liquidity for the FOMC. So according to ICT himself, if you would love to trade the FOMC day, the best area to trade is 7 to 8:30. That is the best area to trade. It's not about, according to me, it's according to ICT himself. I just observed it and I have found that, yeah, this is the best area to trade the FOMC day. The time frame is 7 to 8:30. As it matched with my understanding, I I try to use around 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Now I didn't push the button because I didn't have the load shed. I mean, I have the load shedding. I was not able to see the market, what was happening before just starting the stream. I framed that trade or whatever it is. Market was around here when I framed this trade. By the way, I was late actually, so I didn't take this trade, but we'll talk about this now. Everything is done. We'll start from the weekly chart. So from the weekly chart, until yesterday, we were looking for the TGIF line from previous week. Brother, it didn't go until the TGIF, so you are wrong. I don't care about that TGIF has been traded or not. All I care about that will be my direction. I was bearish both yesterday and the day before yesterday. Now, the day before yesterday, I had a losing trade around the morning session. I had two winning trade around the PM session. Yesterday, morning session, two winning trade, PM session, no trade for me. So either way, I'm profitable. I don't care about the market went to the TJF or not. I worked out with some kind of logic and I'm happy for that. Now all you can see, market is around the all-time high. As the TGIF line is not important anymore, I'm not interested to look for sell anymore. I'm only interested to look for buy. How far this market will go? We'll talk about this now. But before that, from the weekly chart, market is around the all-time high. We are only interested to look for buy. No sell is valid to me. Now here is the daily chart. If you see, this low has taken over here by a shallow run, but low, high, lower low. So I'll go from body to body, the middle leg from body to body, and I will use the standard deviation level. Okay, for me, the highest or the most strongest level is minus 1.5 standard deviation from body to body. That is the best or strongest area in my opinion. That if this market would love to reverse, it can reverse from minus 1.5 standard deviation. If the body close above this line, then the next most strongest level is this minus 2.5 standard deviation. This is the two level I prefer the most for the reversal. Can it reverse from minus one standard deviation? 100% it can do that. Can it reverse from 0.5 standard deviation? Of course it can do that. As ICT talked about this minus 0.5 standard deviation a lot, but I really would love to avoid this one because it's actually very small range. Okay, that is why I try to avoid this one. Every single line over here, minus 1, minus 1.5, minus 2, minus 2.5, minus 3, all of them are most important line ever. That means this market can reverse from any of this line. Can it reverse from minus 1 and minus 1.5? 50% of that area? No, I don't believe in that shit. But yeah, of course it can reverse from minus 1.5 and minus 2.5, the 50%, which is minus 2. Of course it can reverse from there, which is low probability to me. In my opinion, it's low probability. But of course it can reverse from that line. But the most strongest level is this minus 2.5 standard deviation and minus 1.5 standard deviation. What is the importance of these lines? If you don't know that exact high where market will reverse, I'm not saying that I know exact high where market will reverse. All I'm saying, if this market come to this line minus 1 standard deviation, I will try to look for any kind of sign that will tell me it is not going to reverse from here. Instead, it's going to reverse from minus 1.5. At least it will reach until minus 1.5. How do you know that? A body close above that line. If the body close above that line, that means this market, there is lot of opportunity, it will reach at least until this minus 1.5. When it will reach to or minus 1.5, I will start to look for sell. But if I see that market has closed above this 1.5, then I will start to look for buy again. Which line? Minus 2 or minus 2.5. I will, for the sake of this conversation, I will just use minus 1.5 and minus 2.5, which is more important to me. So when until this market is not coming here, I will look for the buy. When it will come here, then I will look for the same kind of situation. Is the market respecting that line, or is it closing above that line? If it closed above that line, then I will go to the week to week. Okay, so here you have seen body to body, then I will switch it from week to week, and I will go for the same kind of scenario. But here I will look for minus 1 and minus 2. So week to week, minus 1, minus 2, body to body, minus 1.5, minus 2.5. That is the difference from week to week and body to body. So let me actually keep it until here. So this is the true line which is important to me. Can it reverse from minus 1 standard deviation? 100% it can reverse from that minus 1 standard deviation. But really, I really don't want to use this minus 1. That is not high probability to me. I really don't look at this minus 1 standard deviation. It can reverse from there, but I really don't look at that. So my next line is minus 1.5 standard deviation, which is the most important level to me for the reversal. If you take a closer look to this high, which was the all-time high previously, and if you look over here around this area, okay, so that was the area we are looking for the standard deviation, if you remember. So it was like low, high, lower, low. So that was the middle leg. If I come from here, here, it is not showing the exact thing, minus 3 standard deviation. But if you go to your NQU, you will see that it has been perfectly rejected from minus. Okay, it was here. Yeah, it was here. If I'm not wrong, it was here or that high. I think it was that high, and I have marked it in a wrong way. Okay, let me actually remark it. Low, high, lower. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. Or it was here. I really don't remember because the contractions has confused me, but I think it was from here, if I'm not wrong. It was here, and if you go to your NQU chart, you will see that it has perfectly respected from minus 3 standard deviation. Exactly from there it has reversed. Okay, so I think it was actually here because we are looking for that high first, then this high. That was the high, actually all-time high, which has been respected from the minus 3 standard deviation, if I'm not wrong. Just here somewhere. I don't exactly remember, but if you go to your NQU chart, you will be able to see that. Also, I have shown that through our live as well. But the contractions can change the price a bit. A bit, it can be changed. Okay, so of course the contractions will change the current price as well. So if you go to your NQU chart, you won't be able to see the same price which you are watching in NQC chart. So right now I'm thinking that this market will reach at least minus 1.5 standard deviation. Let's talk about the price action. Market is at around the all-time high. Right now it is trading the daily fair value gap. So this is the daily bullish fair value gap over here. Why this bullish fair value gap is important? Look at the chart from here to until here. This is the low, this is the high. Where is your first fair value gap? You can clearly see that this is your first fair value gap. There is no other fair value gap over here. Not even a single fair value gap over here. So this is the first fair value gap over here, and this is the second fair value gap from the price action, that is the entry fair value gap, right? So this is the entry fair value gap, this is the first fair value gap. Until yesterday, which is Monday and Tuesday, I was looking for TGIF. Until yesterday, Monday and Tuesday is the day where I was looking for TGIF. When it is Wednesday, market didn't reach until TGIF or not, I don't care. I think guys, you are getting a bit confused about here. Let me talk this one more time. This is the weekly chart. If you come to the weekly candle from yesterday, from the last week, and mark the TGIF. This two line is the TGIF line. By Friday, market didn't finish the TGIF. This week, Monday and Tuesday, the first job, I will look for the TGIF line. If market failed to reach until here by Monday and Tuesday, there is nothing called TGIF. That means this week market didn't go for the TGIF. Come here, look at this candle. Then you will actually got my point. This was the candle, right? That was the candle from few weeks ago, because after that, of course, this was the very messy price action. You can't look for the TGIF to all of this week. You have to have some kind of beautiful candle to mark your TGIF. So this is the TGIF line. Okay, it came until the TGIF. It is not showing here, but if you go your NQU chart, you will clearly see that it perfectly came to the 20% by Tuesday. So Tuesday was the day where market came until the TGIF. Then market went higher, and then it has finished as an how to say, I mean, indecisive candle, something like that. So TGIF is my concern by Monday and Tuesday. Don't get confused about that. It's my concern by Monday and Tuesday. When it didn't do the TGIF by Monday and Tuesday, okay, it's done. There is nothing called TGIF. So I will focus on my price action. I am not interested to look for TGIF anymore. I think it's clear to you guys. And if you still have the question, I'm going to finish it up very soon. Just give me a bit more time. So right now, this is the daily fair value gap, which I'm looking for to see as a support. Why this fair value gap? Because this is the entry fair value gap from the daily chart. This is the last fair value gap from the daily chart. So it can reverse from either from this entry gap or either from this last fair value gap from the daily chart. There is no other fair value gap. You can see clearly. Okay, so last fair value gap, entry fair value gap. Most probably it will work with the entry fair value gap, because this is the discount gap, this is the premium gap. I believe it will work with the entry gap, and then it will go higher for the TGI, sorry, for the standard deviation line here, and then we'll look for this that as well. If I come to the hourly chart, this is the hourly chart. From the hourly chart, all you can see is that imbalance that has been traded over here. Now, is there anything that can be targeted from the hourly chart? Now, if you look this high and that high, they are the relatively equal highs, not very clear from the hourly chart. I really would love to mark something that is clear to hourly chart, which is this gap. Is this gap important? Of course, this gap is not important to me, but still, as it has traded this gap, I'm just going to mark this gap as a confluence, or as a kind of confirmation or something like indicator or something like that. Just this gap, which is aligned with this daily parallel gap. So the daily gap is important to me, but inside the daily gap, it has traded the hourly gap as well. Would love to see if it can go higher. From 15-minute chart, the most important thing to mark the liquidity. Is there any liquidity from the 15-minute chart? If I mark this high and that high, they are the relatively equal highs. Now you will say that, brother, that is not the relatively equal highs. Okay, mark this and this. This is clean relatively equal highs, right? Very beautiful relatively equal highs. I'm just going to mark that high, not marking this one, instead just marking that one. You can simply mark these highs as your liquidity, but I would love to mark this high as my relatively equal highs. Can I use any kind of fair value gap today to decide that until that I'm bullish, until that I'm bearish? If you look over here, around this area, there is no fair value gap from 15 minutes. I have a very small fair value gap. I don't like to mark this type of fair value gap. So I'm not able to mark any fair value gap over here as I am bullish. So if there was a bullish fair value gap, I would say that, okay, until this market is above this bullish fair value gap, I'm bull until the buy side liquidity. If it break the bullish fair value gap, then maybe it will fall and it will come until the 50%, or maybe until this 15-minute last fair value gap around here. It will come until this area, then it will go higher. As I don't have that, I will take help from this guy, from this chart. This is the chart where I have marked the new day opening gap, which is from September 15 to new day opening gap. Okay, one is from September 15, one is from September 16. As I'm looking for buy, I can't frame any kind of buy setup until this market is below this zone. No buy is valid until this market is below this zone. I can take a buy if this market fall a bit, then give me a run. That means the range will be at least 20 handles, so that I will be able to take the partial. Otherwise, if this market can go through this area or this zone, if it can go through that, there is nothing wrong that can stop me to take the buy, because it's a good opportunity to take the buy. And until this buy side limit, which is 25 handle, maybe I'll be able to catch at least 20 handle partial, and then I'll keep looking for the buy until the last fair value gap over here from the hourly chart. Okay, so whatever it is from the hourly chart, this is the only gap I'm interested to look for. So until that hourly last fair value gap, I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity. No buy is valid if you can't take a partial, at least 20 handle partial below until this zone. So for example, I hope it will be clear. For example, this market fall actually. it fall from there to until here, it fall here, then there is a setup, and you took the buy from here. So here to from there, wherever you pushed the button, from there to there, if it is 20 handle, that is a valid buy. If it is not at least 20 handle, that entry is not valid anymore. Otherwise, if this market can close above this new day opening gap or this whole area, then there is nothing wrong to look for the buy. And as you know, you have the range until the last parabolic gap, which is over here from the hourly chart. This is that range. You can keep looking for the buying opportunity even after that buy side liquidity, because this is your more important buy side liquidity is here, which is the new all-time high. You have the buy side liquidity here, which is the standard deviation level. If the standard deviation level is broken, then you have the next standard deviation level over here. So you have a lot of buy side liquidity over here. If and only if this market break through all of this gap, okay, all of these things, then and only then I'll look for sell. Otherwise, I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell. I'm more interested to look for buy. Now come to the point, which is I told yesterday. I clearly told you guys. I know that you don't give a shit because I'm who am I? I'm one. So you really don't give a shit to me. But it's okay. I have no problem with that. I told yesterday the best time to trade around the FOMC day is from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. New York local time. Okay, so this is that zone where I'm looking for. I clearly teach you how to trade the 7 a.m. kill zone. You will look for relatively equal lows before 6:30, and after 6:30, if it after 6:30 to 7, if it clear that, perfect. If it doesn't clear, wait until 7. You can see this low and that low, relatively equal lows, that has been cleared after 7. After clearing the 7, the liquidity market went higher. You should look for a buying opportunity. Unfortunately, there was no entry opportunity around here. Market was extremely bullish. Market came until here, made another clean buy side liquidity. I don't know you guys can see it or not, but it's very beautiful and very nice price action over here. Then this market fall again. It would be best if it could take this low. Even I don't need it because this is the liquidity taken over here. Already liquidity has been taken. This is the best 22 YT model ever. What is your high time frame over here? Of course, I have the daily fair value gap around here, which is very important to me. A beautiful market structure shift, beautiful fair value gap. Trade that fair value gap, perfectly clear that buy side liquidity, and also the new day opening gap or new week opening gap low. That new day opening gap low, that can be your target. This is that zone. Okay, so this whole gap you are seeing here, this is that gap, the whole zone here. You can simply close the trade over here. That is the beautiful 22 YT model. You can easily get 20 partial without any kind of hesitation, without any kind of problem or anything. You can easily get 20 handle partial, and then you can hold your trade until this area, which is the new opening gap, and in my opinion that is near about 30 handle. Yeah, near about 30 handle, something like that. You can easily get that 30 handle. This is all the setup, very clean, very beautiful, very nice setup. If you miss it, okay. So this is 9:30 open and market is actually opening. So let's see how it is going to open. Not going to mark the opening gap because you will be able to see that there is no opening gap. Okay, a bit opening gap, but I really don't want to mark that opening gap. So let's see how this is going to close the 50-minute candle. If no buy is valid, if the market is below this area or below this gap. Okay guys, it took a bit long time, but let me know if you have any question. Those people who paid his attention until that 30 minute, 9 to 9:30. I promise you, brother, you are growing. You are growing about your bias, about thinking about the market. You are growing, okay? You are learning. You are getting better and better and better. But if you didn't pay attention over there, you are just wasting the time with me. Hey Jamie, good morning, brother. Lam, good morning, brother. Guys, don't forget to push the like button. That means the thumbs up button. Please don't forget about that. Okay, guys, as the market is trading the new day opening up, I know that I have no opportunity to trade around this area. Either way, I'm not going to push the button. I'm just going to frame the trade because I told yesterday maybe 6 to 10 times that today best time to trade is from 7 a.m. New York local time to until 8:30 a.m. New York local time, and that was the setup. Nobody should be confused. Those people are with me for so long. You know how to trade the 7 a.m. kill zone or around that area. So that was the best opportunity to trade around today. But we'll frame the trade. But right now, this market is trading the nude opening gap until the 15-minute candle closed above this zone. No trade is valid, no sell is valid, no buy is valid to me. If you find any setup, please go for that. I have no problem with that. You have found the sell, go for that sell. You have found the buy, go for that buy. I am not interested to trade until this market is not breaking this zone around here. Otherwise, if it fall, come here somewhere, then I will try to take a buy again. If the range is okay to take me to give me some kind of partial. Otherwise, no trade is valid. Would love to come here. If you come around this area to the chat box, okay, this is the pin comment to the chat box where I have wrote that just for today, $40 for 50K standard account, no activation fees in Blue Guardian futures. There is two platform, one is Blue Guardian, another one is Blue Guardian futures. As we are the futures trader, this is important for us. Blue Guardian futures, 60% off all accounts. All accounts has the 60% discount. Okay, use the code NEWBGF. The link is here. I wish that you guys will click on that link because in that type of situation I'll get some commission from there. So it will bring you here and then you have to log in. If you don't have the account, then you have to open the sign up with them. Here something here, look, standard evaluation, guardian evaluation, instant guardian. The platform is project X. You can see here this is the platform. You have to trade through the project X. The 50K account for instant guardian, that means instantly you will get here. This is the 238, no activation fees, nothing. Okay, so it was 595. It is just for today. Then 100K is 318, 150 is 398, 25 is $158. It's the instant funding. If you come to the Guardian evaluation, then you have the opportunity to Volsys, Volbook, and Project X. Whichever I prefer the Project X because that is similar to Trading View. This one, okay. So you can see it's gonna cost $31, but you have to pay the activation fees for all of them. You have to pay the activation fees. I'm here to show you the standard evaluation. Okay, this is the standard evaluation. For standard evaluation, 50K account for $40. Okay, $40. If you pass it, you don't think about the concurrent month. If you pass it, no paid. Okay, something you don't need to pay anything else. But if you didn't pass it and didn't cancel the subscription, they will charge you $40 again the next month. So make sure that you have canceled the subscription if you fail to pass it. Okay, it's gonna cost $40, no activation fees, nothing over there. Okay, so this is the most popular one. You can see it's written most popular. You have to choose standard evaluation 50K account. It will cost $40. You have to use the code new BGF. Okay, so I will come actually to the Blue Guardian futures. That's my reference. So if you really click on that link, I'll be happy. I'll get some commission actually over there. Okay. So this is the Blue Guardian futures I was talking about here. Standard 50K account. Your profit target is $3,000. Max position 3 contract. Daily loss limit 1250. You have to think about this. Your maximum drawdown is 2500, which is really beautiful, so beautiful. But your daily loss limit is 1250. You have to make sure that you didn't get your daily loss limit. If you get the daily loss limit, you will lose this account. So you can't hit the maximum daily loss limit. If your loss is daily loss is kind of 1249, your maximum loss is still 1200 to 2500. So this is the only thing you have to be careful about. You can't hit your daily loss limit. So you can think like that way. Your daily loss limit is $1000. So that is maximum you will be able to take the maximum loss 1000 or maybe 1100. So think like that way. So this is the only thing I should inform you, because otherwise you will lose the account even though your maximum drawdown is $2500. So please make sure about that you are not hitting your daily loss limit, which is $1250. You are not hitting it. Okay, at least maximum $1000, something like that. Of course you are not thinking like I'm going to hit the maximum daily loss. Okay, end of the day drawdown, so you don't need to think about trailing drawdown. Payout period is 7 days. Activation fees nothing. Reset fees is gonna be $70, but of course if you use the thing here, it's gonna cost $40 every month. Scaling rules, you have the scaling rules. That means you are not able to trade the 3 maximum contract from the beginning. You can't do that. So either way, I don't prefer to go to the mini contract. Instead, I would love to request you guys to trade through the micro contract. So you're not going to get trade anything more than one mini contract, which is 10 micro contract. Okay. So that is the micro. You have the that consistent rules. You have the consistent rules. You can take a closer look over here. This is the area I'm saying that $40 for today. This is just for today. Okay. If you just come here, click on that link, it will bring you here exactly over there, and then you can choose standard evolution 50k. I prefer Project X, but if you have the experience with these guys, I have really no idea how to trade through them. But Project X is same like Trading View, and you will get 30-second chart, 15-second chart, 1 second chart for free. Okay, so you will be able to see the sniper line as well. So you will check it, and then you can continue by logging everything, sign up everything, then you can do that. But make sure that you have used the code. I don't have the code actually. You have used the code new BGF. Okay, new BGF. 60% off for all the account. Okay, it is actually reacting from there. That's cool. Let's see, it can reverse from the last parallel gap on mid, last parallel gap or not. Any kind of buying opportunity from this 1 minute last parallel gap or not. That's all for the Blue Guardian futures. If anyone is interested, please make sure that you have click on that link. And this offer is valid for today only. I have no idea. Time lapse. I really don't know, brother. Anyone knows that Project X works with Ninja Trader or not? Can you show the standard deviation indicator setting? Is the settings, brother? Later you can come and pause the video. You can check it out. Okay. RS. Thank you, Siddharth. Time lapse actually it doesn't work with the Ninja Trader. I think it's work with Quant Tower only. Good morning, Gangjong. I thought no trade was valid before 2:30. Yes, sir, no trade is valid before 2:30. I agree with you. As I showed you, the best opportunity was today here, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Best setup was over there. If any of you has taken that on, congratulations. That was the market structure shift. Fair value gap, immediate reaction after cleared the sell side liquidity here as well as here. Both of the liquidity taken. That was the trade. I prefer to put the stop loss below this low, below that low, which is only 10 handle. Target should be the low of the nude opening gap, which is here. That should be the target. And after cleared the partial here, which is 20 handle, that should be the partial. Then that should be the trade around for today actually. So can you do Nifty trade? No, man, I'm not able to do that because I'm also not able to open the Nifty chart as well. I'm not from India, so I can't do that, brother. Sorry. She told us yesterday that today have only one opportunity. What do you mean by that? Yesterday that today we have only one opportunity. For what type of opportunity I talked about, Sachin? I told that today's best area to trade is 7 a.m. New York local time to until 8:30 a.m. New York local time. That's all I remember. Good morning, Murshad. Gangjong, boom for that, bro. Thanks, man. This 7 a.m. I have taught you very beautifully. You will wait for the liquidity taken, relatively equal lows or highs to be taken around 6:30 to 7. If it doesn't happen by 6:30 to 7, then you will wait for the 7 a.m. to first take the liquidity, and after that you'll go for the trade. So you can see this is the 7 after 7 a.m. So around 7:07 or 7:06, market has cleared the relatively equal lows. So you will only look for the buy. Because this is a swing high that has traded a fair value gap. This is a clear swing high that has traded a fair value gap. So this swing high is so beautiful for shifting market structure. Sideways candle, look at these candles. They are the sideways candle. This high is not a swing high for shifting market structure because they are the swing sideways candle, but this is a swing high because there is a swing. Look at this swing, okay? I don't know, can you see it or not? This is a swing. This is a swing here. This is a swing. Look at the swing, swing, swing. But here they are the sideways candle. It's not swing high or swing low for shifting market structure. For example, here, look at this swing. See this beautiful swing over there? So this high, if it would trade any kind of fair value gap, that could be a valid swing high for shifting market structure. As there is no fair value gap that has been traded by this high, I'm not able to mark this as my market structure shift. Otherwise, that could be a market structure shift. Look at the beautiful swing high. I was looking for buy, and I have seen that the last fair value gap is holding the market. Everything was perfect, but here the swing high is missing. So I'm not marking this as my market structure shift. I'm not trying to take any trade from any kind of fair value gap it will create around this area. No buy is valid from this area because the market structure shift is missing over here. Only we can trade today is 7 to 8:30 a.m. and the next window is good for trade and the next window is not good for trade today. Yes, it's true, Sachin. I wrote it down here. Today AM session. Today AM session is not for trading. I'll put it here so you guys can see here. Okay. Today's AM session is not for trading, but we will frame the trade, man. There is nothing wrong, but not going to push the button. It's not a valid swing high for shifting market structure. This was a swing. but it didn't trade any fair value gap. It didn't meet with our requirements, so it's not a swing. If it was a swing that is valid for shifting market structure, look at this setup. This is my breakaway gap. Breakaway gap, entry fair value gap. I would say that, okay, I found an opportunity. So from here, stop loss is gonna be below this low, which has cleared the liquidity, which I'm not able to do because of 34 handle. So I'll come here and I'll put it over there around 20 handle. We'll go for the target here, or maybe until this buy side liquidity after clearing a partial around 20 handle. So kind of this 20 handle, I'll take the partial around 20 handle and we'll go for that buy side liquidity. As this swing high is not valid for shifting market structure, I'm not framing this trade. If you'd love to take this trade, you can go for this. I have no problem. But I'm not framing this because it's not a valid setup to me. If AM session is not for trading, maybe PM live. I'll try my level best, brother. Not a promise, but I'll try my level best. Mickey, it is not that I'm 100% sure the AM session is gonna be bad. I'm not saying that. AM session can be beautiful, AM session can be disaster. I believe that the AM session is for building the liquidity for FOMC, according to ICT himself. So I am not interested to trade the AM session. Instead, I would love to trade 7 to 8:30 AM, which window will give me the beautiful setup, most beautiful setup. I'm going to get in between 7 to 8:30 AM. That is the beautiful area where I will get my beautiful setup. I don't need to trade this morning session. Before decide of that, I will come back here a bit earlier and I will trade the 7 AM to 8:30 AM. So morning session can be beautiful sometimes, but most of the time it is disaster. Trust me, man, it's disaster. Just my observation. I'm not saying that is something like that. I'm bullish. Let's see if it can go higher and take that buy side and keep going higher or not. All we'll see. But I believe that this morning session is gonna be disaster. So that's why I'm not going to take any risk. If it is beautiful, okay, I'll let this go. I know that I've already found my profit from 7 to 8:30, so I don't need to force the market around 8:30 again, from 9:30 again. Next window means 2:35 to 3:45 today. We have earning news. That's why you have said, if we have the earnings, I really don't know we have any kind of earning news today or not. But the earnings should be like Amazon, Nvidia, okay, big earning where we can expect the volatility. If there is an earning news, no trade is valid today. Done. You should not touch your funded account. If you'd love to try with your eval, go for that. If you would love to try with your paper, go for that. You don't want to trade, instead you will just frame the trade, go for that. But funded account should not be touched. It should not be touched. X-Men trade boom. I think you got a boom, brother. We will just look at the price action. Okay, we are talking about the bias, we are talking about the way we should trade. Okay, we'll talk about that. We will learn the market, but it doesn't mean that I have to push the button. We have talked about the bullishness, so can we get the bullishness? Was our understanding was good about the market? That's all we will look for. 921 swing low and 933 MSS now is trading the entry fair value gap. 921 the swing low, I think you are talking about here. So you're thinking this is the market structure shift. It is trading now the gap here. Okay, Baragan. Now, first of all, I'm not looking for the bearishness, so I really don't know your sniper line will work over here or not. But if you can, just let me know where is your sniper line, Baragan. I'm not bearish, so I don't think so. It will respect the sniper line and then it will fall. I don't think so. But we can see that. Okay, so Baragan, please let me know where is your sniper line, so we'll see if it works from there or not. I'm not bearish, I'm not going to frame any sell. I believe that it's all gonna be broken and this buy side liquidity will be taken. For example, I'm able to trade If there was a setup, market structure shift, fair value gap, everything was there, immediate reaction, then I would frame the buy instead of taking the sell. Obviously, after trading new day, new week opening gap or last fair value gap, entry and this upside movement with no setup, it's making liquidity. I believe so, Mickey. I just believe so. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's gonna make the liquidity by the AM session. And as we have the earnings around PM, as Sachin told, I really don't know we have any earnings news today or not. If there is an earning news today after closing of the market, okay, no trade is valid today. You have to let this go. Today you have to let it go because you had a beautiful window to trade, which you didn't. That is 7 to 8:30. So you have missed the opportunity. You have to let this go now. 4:46 a.m. candle had a MSS, then sniper line at 21st stop low, swing low. Look how it worked. It didn't take the trade. I didn't take the trade. Okay, 4:46 a.m. Let me check. 4:46 a.m. I think you are talking about here. So is this market structure that is one of the best valid 22 IT model, the valid market structure shift. I agree with you, brother. My bias is bullish. And where is the sniper line is 24,472, 24,472.75, 22,472.75. I think this is the sniper line Suziman is talking about. Man, I am really fan of this. I'm really grateful to Baragan to share this thing, sniper line, to share this with us. I'm just grateful to him, right? Because this is something buy from here as we are looking for the buy. Our bias is bullish. Stop loss has to be just here below that low, which is 16 handle. I know it's a bit this time, but yeah, still 16 handle is good. 20 handle partial, it has already provided you 47 handle, something like that. And I believe that it will give you the boom until 90 handle. I believe so, okay? So this is from the sniper line. I'm going to remove this last fabric until here and going to those lines. Okay. So if I use this 22 YT model from here, this is the first time it came to sniper line. I'm really grateful to this guy. He has shared something that is actually awesome. Like 16, 17 handle risk for 50 handle profit. Awesome, brother. Hey Derek, I didn't, but Baragan has explained the sniper line. So if you are with us through our Discord, or if you ask Mahadi, maybe they will be able to share the link here. Uh, okay, thank you, Mahadi. Mahadi has already shared the link. That is the link, Derek. You can watch, brother. I would love to request you, please make sure that you have observed this, then you are going to push the button, okay? This thing, that guy Baragan, you can see Baragan, he's commenting actually. I'm bit, my pronunciation is not good, so I'm not going to pronounce his first name. It's easier for me to pronounce his last name, Baragan. So he has introduced this sniper line to us. First, I thought this is something like bullshit, and later when he explained this to that live, I just got fan of this line. But I'm just not able to do this right now because I don't have the access of sub 1 minute chart, 30-second or 50-second chart, so I'm not doing this sniper line. Otherwise, this is something so beautiful. You can see, you can simply get a 20 handle partial, at least 20 handle partial over here. And then if you even target that last fair value gap, it's 40 handle boom from the sniper line. What a beautiful, easy setup. Narcissus 24,521, 24,521. I am just not sure where is the sniper line here. You have to go to your 30-second chart. That's all I know. You have to go to your 30-second chart to mark your sniper line. Baragan is the market maker who is just playing with us by sharing some secret information. It can happen, okay? And we'll be lucky if we find him. Thank you, Ravi, for that boom penguin boom man. How are you, RP? I'm also very grateful to Baragan for sharing the sniper line. I'm starting to focus only on sniper line now because of the small risk. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Baragan. The stop loss is really so beautiful. Here, I know this time stop loss is a bit longer, but most of the time the stop loss is like 5 handle, 6 handle, 7 handle, something like that. And your partial is 20 handle, which is also going to make 1 is to 3, 1 is to 4, something like that. Thank you, Baragan, for sharing this, man. For that trade, sniper line is 24,472.75. I think I have marked it exactly over there. Stop loss 56.25, 56.25. That should be okay. 1600 to take, okay, something like that. Yeah, never touch the stop loss. I agree with you, brother. First presented fair value gap. Oh, I forgot about the first presented fair value gap. Thank you, brother, for reminding a lot of things. Okay, over here, five. No, I don't have the first presented gap. It's not the first presented gap to me, unfortunately. But yeah, if you get the boom from here, congratulations. But it's not the first presented gap to me. This can be the first presented gap for me. So if I keep it here and mark this gap, this is a valid first presented gap to me. Yeah, this one. So CB, oh, okay, it has also provided the entry. Oh, 25 handle. That's cool as well from the first presented gap. Mexico has a goalkeeper named Guillermo. Man, my English is so bad. I think only 6 feet. He's very small goalkeeper to Mahadi. I think only 6 feet. Yes, took the high. I don't know. Okay, yes has taken that high actually. We have the SMT around here. Let's see if it can provide us another opportunity now to go for the trade. Oh no, YM. Okay, YM is flying. Okay, that's cool. Wow, that was the expectation from the NQ actually. YM is flying. NQ is for. I mean, it is falling. YM is going higher. Yes is also bullish. Awesome. This is not correlated market. What is the DXY is doing? DXY is also ranging. Perfect. Uh, yes, ma'am. Thank you, Vizaro, for understanding. The best area to trade is 7 to 8:30 am. And by the way, it's not me. Okay, ICT talked about this, not me. ICT talked about this that FOMC days, the morning session should be avoided. We're setting up a long Venom model. I believe just watching price action, no trade today. Yes, man, no trade today. Thank you, man. Looks right now bread and butter model. Are you guys looking for buy or sell? I mean, Suziman is talking about the long. What you were talking about, Baragan? Says we have free AM sessions, so please can we have a class on a topic which you feel you should talk about? So just look at the price action, brother, and if I find something good, we'll talk about that. But don't want to leave the market right now. Would love to see how it is going to react. But if you have any specific question, Sachin, you can bring that to us. We'll talk about that as well. I'm going long entry 24465.00. Okay, Derek, you are trying to take a buy around 420. What did you say? 24465.00. 24465.00. 465.0. You would love to take a buy from here, and your stop loss is 245.75. Okay, are you taking buy or sell, brother? Long. Okay. 65 is your entry, 45. 45 is your stop loss. 65 is your entry. 45 is your stop loss. What is this? I think there is somewhere your stop loss is here somewhere. And where is your target? 507. 507. Okay, that is your target. Perfect. Let's see, brother. I'm going to remove my one and would love to keep your one. Drake entry. DRRECK, Drake entry. But I'm writing it down because I don't want people to get confused. I told that no entry is valid for me. So it is your entry. So I've just marked it as your entry. Okay. So I hope that we will get a boom. As you already in this trade, make sure that you have taken a partial over here. It's a request, brother. Just try to take a partial over there. If you get an opportunity, take the partial over here. If you don't want to, it's up to you, brother. But I prefer to take a partial over there if you provide me that opportunity. Let's see, brother. I believe that we'll be able to get the boom. At least the partial boom. Oh, your stop loss is 720 handle, something like that. It's also cool. I have a doubt on something, but the question is long, so I will do it two or three comments. You need to read all of them one by one. Full question. Yes, Shazin, please do that. I will ask you one thing, okay? First, write all of your question, then copy paste it, so that I will be able to read all of your questions serially. Yeah, but Sudiban Sargam, but doesn't have the reaction that the model needs. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Take SMT higher. Okay. As the market is around the all-time high, I don't think so you'll be able to mark the fake SMT or the real SMT. I don't think so, Kota. I'm not interested to influence any of you to take any kind of trade by today. Please don't take any trade around this morning session to your funded account. If you have able, play with your able. As I showed you, like 40 $40 for Blue Guardian futures. So it's very cheap. So you can try with your able, no problem. But funded account, don't touch it. Hey guys, don't forget to push the like button. How many likes did I get? Okay, 58 likes. Can you guys please make it more likes? 149 people are watching. Okay, so please push the like button. I'll be grateful to all of you. Please do that for me. Like, don't get afraid, okay? Before going higher, it can come back until the CE of this week. It can come until here. So don't get confused by this type of Mickey Mouse move. But yeah, of course, please manage your trade the way you love to manage. But I'm just saying, if you are thinking that, oh, why it is falling, it can fall maximum until the CE one more time, and then it can start to go higher. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, man, come on. Give me 20 handle, then fall. You have no problem with that, right? Just give us 20 handle first, then go for fall and whatever you want to do. Give me at least for 20 handle. I love it. I love it. The way you push it, I love it. Push harder, man. Come on. Close above the fair value gap. Gray box. Close above that gray box. Until this market is not closing out this gray box, I'm not safe. So it has to close above this gray box. I love it. Push harder, man. Come on, come on, come on. Faster, faster, faster. Bit more. A bit more. Awesome. Why? Why? Why do you need to fall again? Why do you need to fall again? Is there anyone else in this trade? Okay, Narcissus is in this trade. Me, I'm on the trade on my funded. Oh man, come on, nothing on it. I don't prefer the funded account. I really don't prefer the funded account. But yeah, best of luck as you are already in the trade. Best, hope for the best. Hope for the best. Same thing happened yesterday. Market make large move until 10 a.m. then sideways for an hour. Let's see, brother. If this market close below these two blue line, this and this blue line. If this market now close below this blue line, all of your stop loss is going to be hit. It will close below this blue line, you will be in danger. Guys, please don't risk with your funded account today. Please don't risk with your funded account today. Those people who has already pushed the button over here from your funded account, stop. If you get profit or loss, whatever you get, stop doing trading. It's not a good time to trade. Now you should pray. You should start to pray. There is a highest possibility that you will get stopped out now. Last period is that CE. If it stop the market, good. If it doesn't, you're done. Boom. Best case of scenario, it is not going to touch that CE. That is the best case of scenario. That means it fall, try to trade the CE, failed to trade that CE, closed above this gray box again one more time, has closed above this gray box, wait for the boom until here. If it touched that CE and then started to consolidate, I will ask you to close the trade. Otherwise, if it is broken, then you will not even get any opportunity to close the trade. It will hit your stop loss without any kind of confusion because the market has closed below this zone after cleared the part, liquidity. There is a high probability now this gray box will work as a resistance. It will work as a resistance and it will go for that low. There's a high possibility. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you what can happen according to the price action. So what if you would love to hold this trade? What you should expect now? First of all, you will expect that this market will not touch that C. That is the first thing. Without touching this, if it consolidates, nothing to worry about because either way it will go higher. If it touch this CE and then started to consolidate, now or then it is going to hit your stop loss. If it close above this gray box, hold the trade until this area after taking the partial up 100%. Hold it until here, you will get your. This is three type of scenario right now. Which one is the high probability? It will fall, hit your stop loss. That is the high probability. This box will work as a resistance now. Why you are saying that? First of all, it has cleared the buy side liquidity. That has been cleared. Secondly, it has broken the PDRA, 1 PDRA, 2 PDRA, 3 PDRA is the order block as well. So 3 PDRA has been broken. All I need to see, it will close above this gray box. Instead of that, if it starts to react from this gap, you should close your trade immediately. There is the bearish gap. See this gap? If it starts to respect this, close the trade without any kind of mercy. That gap, if it react from there. So for example, tap here, fall, close the trade. With a very small loss, just close it. Without any kind of mercy. I'm telling this to those people who actually trade through the funded account. This gap hold the market. This gap hold the market. This market closed below this gray box. Close the trade. With a very small loss, close the trade. I just closed in the green. Okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. You're safe. But you can hold it until it doesn't close below this gap. You could hold it. But yeah, it is still good because you closed it around the green. That's cool, man. Now, if you closed it, don't try to re-enter over here. It will hit your target. Don't give a shit. Don't re-enter over here, man. It's a request. Don't re-enter. By thinking that, oh no, I did a mistake, so I should go for that. Don't do that. It's either waiting for 10:50 Metro or 2 p.m. FOMC news. I believe it is waiting for 2:50, I mean 2:30 FOMC. See this? It has closed below this gray box. 99% I'm sure it is going to hit the stop loss by using this gap. But of course, at the end, you will take your decision. Because if I say you to close it right now with this small loss and then it went higher, you will say, oh brother, I closed it prematurely and I missed that trade. I missed that boom. But the way I have explained you the market, just look at this, how it is going to react, how it is going to work. Okay, Sachin, you have already read. Okay. Long ago, when market was at the all-time high, that time you have given information that all-time high, we don't have to look for TGIF or something, just look for buy every day. But this time we are looking for TGIF. If I tell that previously that you should not look for the TGIF, I was wrong. TGIF, if it is not done by Friday, we should look for the TGIF by Monday and Tuesday. So previously, if I tell that market is around the all-time high, so we should not look for the TGIF, I was absolutely wrong over there. So forget about that. Don't don't look at that things. and both of the time market didn't completed the TGIF. Instead of that, it simply run higher. I remember that because I noted at that time, but I was wrong over there. Even though it didn't trade the TGIF, but I was wrong over there. If I told that, I was absolutely wrong, brother. The shadow area is a fair value gap, correct? Yes, sir. This is a fair value gap, inverse gap actually. This area. Last period it is broken. Next is your ass. Fortunately, if it hold the market, fortunately, and closed above this gap, another buying opportunity. If fortunately, okay, I'm saying fortunately, there is nearly 0% possibility without hitting this low, it will go higher. There is like 0% possibility, but of course it can happen. The C can hold the market sometimes, and then market will go higher. Zero possibility, but if it can do that, that's a re-entry over there. If this low is taken, either way, there is no setup at all. First presented order block worked beautifully today. I can see the order block master over here. Hey Marcus, how are you, man? What is C? C is the 50%, 50% of that week 50%. Now, Derek, can you please tell me, did you do the right job or did you do the wrong thing, brother? I'll rewrite and thank you for clearing. You're most welcome, Sachin. I know, brother, after closing, when you have seen this candle is going higher, you started to think that, oh man, why I closed that trade? I know that, man. By the way, I'm not talking about this stop loss. I'm talking about this loss. This low, there is so many possibility. This low will be cleared now. Market will go lower now at 2 p.m. It will likely make lower low. So then after 2:30 p.m. it will start moving higher toward all-time high. This is simply my prediction, no price action. I'm also thinking like the same way, Sudivan, because this is the liquidity making session, and I believe that market has already built the buy side liquidity, so it will go for the high again. Derek, can you please tell me, did you do the right job or are you actually regretting to close that trade while it didn't actually react from there? Yeah, Jonathan, I have seen your payouts screenshot. I have seen that, brother. Thank you, brother, for sharing the payout, man. I really appreciate that, man. Okay, guys, I really would love to show this one more time because today is the only day, and I really would love to share it with you one more time. If you see the pin comment to this pin comment, it's like it's just for today. $40 for 50K standard account. No activation fees in Blue Guardian Futures. Make sure it's Blue Guardian Futures. 60% off all accounts. Use code NEW NEWBGF. Link is here. If you click on that link, it will bring you here to this uh, window. Here you have to choose the standard evaluation. Okay, not Guardian, not instant, standard. 50K is gonna cost $40. So you have either if you have any kind of account with them, you can log in. If you don't have the account, then you have to sign up. whatever it is. After that, you can continue this. Remember, this is with the Project X, Volsys, and Volboot. This is the only three platform you will be able to trade. No activation fees, nothing. For $40, 50K account. If you are interested about the instant account, that means no evaluation or something like that, still 50K account is $238. I believe it is reasonable comparing with other platform. It's reasonable. It's just for today, okay? 100K is gonna 318 and 150 gonna be $398. 25 is gonna be $158. Guardian evolution, I really don't prefer this one because you have to pay the activation fees if you choose the Guardian evolution. So I prefer not to go over here. Either try to choose the standard deviation, sorry, standard evaluation, where 50K is gonna be $40 only. Very cheap price in my opinion, just very cheap price. Only thing you have to be careful is here. Let me actually show you this. The only thing you have to be careful, standard 50K account. Sorry guys for showing this because some people can miss it. Your profit target is $3,000. Maximum contract size 3 contract, 3 mini contract or 30 micro contract. Daily loss limit is $1,250. This is the area you have to be very careful. You can't hit your maximum daily loss limit. So if you hit $1,250, your account will be gone. Your maximum stop loss is $2,500. But if you hit $1,250 in a single day, you will lose this account. So make sure that you're not going to hit maximum daily loss limit. So for example, if you lose $1,000, you will still have $1,500. The next day you have lose another $1,000, you will still have $500. But if you hit 1,250, that means your account is gone. So that is the only thing you have to be very careful. End of the day, drawdown, no trailing drawdown, payout period 7 days, activation fees no, reset fees is gonna be $40, same thing. Scaling rules, you have the scaling rules, micro scaling you have, and consistency rules, you have some consistency rules as well. I think it's 40% consistency rules. You can take it actually through that side, okay? So this is the theme for the standard account. And if you go for the instant, I really don't ask you guys to go for the Guardian, because for Guardian you have to pay the what is the activation fees, $149 activation fees. For 100K account, same $149 activation fees. 150K account, 149 activation fees. So I really don't prefer to go for the Guardian. Go for standard, no activation fees, or the instant, because it's really cheap in my opinion. You can see $238, 5%, 5 micro contracts maximum for 50K, 5 mini contract maximum for 50K account, instant funding, no profit target because this is the funding account. Okay, so maximum is 2% daily loss limit, that means $1,000 for 50K account. Your maximum drawdown is daily loss limit is $1,000. Don't touch $1,000. Maximum trailing drawdown is 4%, which is $2,000. So same thing, don't touch the maximum daily drawdown. If you can hold until 900, cool. Don't go 1000. Stop 999, you are still cool. 1000, your account is gone. End of the day, drawdown, nothing to worry about. But payout period is 14 days, so you have to be very careful about that payout period. If you can make some profit, then go slowly, go slowly, go slowly. You can no activation fees, no reset fees, like all you can see over here. Okay, that is the only thing for the instant funding account, and 100K is gonna $318. Any of them, I will just request you, if any of you interested to check them out, try to click on that link to the pinned comment, and I'll get some commission from there. Thank you so much for understanding. It's not Blue Guardian, it's Blue Guardian Futures. People are getting the payout from here. That is why, see, I was working with the, you can see here to the top, I was working with my funded futures. So at the beginning, my funded futures was really awesome. I really appreciate them, but now these days my funded futures, I don't like them at all. So I stopped working with them, but still my code is working. I give them the mail to remove me from their code. I don't want to work with them anymore. Okay, so still now my work is working, but please don't use my code anymore for the my funded futures. Now I'm only interested to work with Take Profit Trader, Trade Day, Tradify, and Funding Ticks, as well as the Blue Guardian. I don't have the code actually, that is I didn't put it over here. So Blue Guardian futures and all of this proper, and of course the Apex is all time best. This is all time best. But my funded futures now these days I don't like their rules, are a lot of the regulations I don't like that shit anymore. So Blue Guardian futures is something that is really legit in my opinion, but of course you have to do your analysis before choosing them. But people are getting payouts. There is no issues until now. You guys can check that out. How many max account we can buy? You will be able to 450,000. That means if you choose 50k account, you have to divide it by 450,000. I guess it will be 10 accounts, something like that, 10 or 9 accounts, something like that. Did you say? Yeah, I mean, I have seen that. Hasn't tried Blue Guardian futures. Okay, does the drawdown go away? There is no drawdown, Marquis. It's end of the day drawdown. End of the day drawdown. Okay, so kind of okay, I have to go actually here. For example, you have chosen standard 50k account. Okay, so your daily loss limit is 1250. Maximum loss limit is 2500. Now, if you can make $3,000, for example, you have made $3,000. Man, you are already safe, right? So the drawdown mode is end of the day. It's not trailing drawdown. It's end of the day. Just you have to be careful not to touch the maximum daily loss limit. If it is 1249, you are safe. 1240, you are safe. But you can't hit the maximum daily loss limit. Most of the people actually don't say that, but I have to make sure that you are not going to hit your maximum loss limit, daily loss limit. You are safe, okay? So yeah, no drawdown, daily drawdown, it's end of the day drawdown. Payout period 7 days. Why did ICT talk about not trying to trade high and a reversal? My thought was price needed to go lower and grab liquidity. I don't know, Jenny. I have to see. He has uploaded a video actually. I didn't watch it yet. I'll watch it today actually. Thanks for your help with my trade, big bro. I learned a lot. Thank you, Derek. Just read that things, okay? Tamimi, can you please tell me what is the discount right now going on with the Apex? So at any time, if I touch the daily loss limit, the account is gone, even if I'm over the target requirement. No, if you were over the target requirement, that means your daily loss limit is gone, already gone from your area. You don't need to think about that anymore. Your maximum loss limit is 2,500. So if you can make 2,600, that means you're safe now. You don't have any daily loss limit. For example, you have made $4,000. Okay, for example, just for example, you have made $4,000. Now your maximum daily loss limit is $2,500. Now you are already $4,000. Then you trade like and you lose $2,500. How much it's gonna be? It's gonna be 2,005 like $2,000, something like that. No, sorry, my mistake. You have made 4,500. Your maximum loss limit is 2,500. You have made 4,500, then you lose kind of $2,000. Okay, so $2,000, it will be $2,500. Still you are safe. Okay, I will need Baragan right now because I believe that we are going to get an opportunity. Opportunity is going to approach over here. We'll see that sniper line if we find a sniper line. Sniper line. Come on, baby, unite, Friday night, I'm on you night. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor, I'm on you, baby. Just make sure that you have pushed the link which is in the pin comment. So you click on that link. I'll be grateful to you. It is delayed. Why you are showing delayed, brother? Why you are showing delayed? Looking the market, nothing clear yet. Okay, same for me. Just a messy price action. Yeah, it is falling, but the way it is falling, to be honest, not good to me. Not good looking. I used sniper line on ESG. Look, okay. There was no market structure shift. There was nothing. Why did you use that? Similar would be at 24,440 if we get the MSS. We didn't have the MSS, unfortunately. Invest $40 for me and give me one account of 50K. I'll pass and give you back $40. Please answer. Oh, nice question. I think I'm not able to answer your question, brother, unfortunately. If you don't have $40 to invest, I think you should stop trading and should do something else. Yes, sir, it's respecting the daily fair value gap. It's rated, I mean, it's marking on my chart. This big box is the daily fair value gap. This small box is the hourly fair value gap. So right now, market is trading the low of this hourly fair value gap. Very near to the hourly fair value gap low. But the big green box is the daily fair value gap. I think yeah, there is no SMT. Still there is a SMT, but I'm going to there is SMT. Let's see last macro if it can provide a thing. We'll see. 10:50 to 11:10 macro for the AM session. This is the last macro. Brother, you have to work hard, make money, then buy accounts. It's not something like you will ask account from someone and then you'll make the money and then give it back to you. Or if you really want some account, come to our Discord, show me your everyday trading at least for 15 days. I'll give you one account. I promise you, brother. Anas. Open a paper trade account, trade at least for 15 days, 15 trading days. If you can do that, I will give you an account. As you are saying that you are really ready to trade. So please do that for me. I promise you, okay, 106 people are watching. I'm promising you, if you can do that, I will give you an account, okay, 50K account, and I'll give it to you from the Take Profit Trader, which is the best. I'll take that deal. How many of you are interested about that deal? We can talk about this, okay? I will give you all of you, the account, one account at least from Take Profit Trader. If you can do that, I'll ask Tamimi to open a channel. Over there, you will open a paper trade. Okay, so you will go to the here, connect the paper trade. After trading the paper trade, you will come here. You'll create an account. You'll say like your maximum loss is kind of $2,000. So most of the I mean prop from actually to the $2,000 account. So you will make it $2,000. I think you will just make it like challenge, challenge, and then you will create the account. You'll come here. You will make it $2,000. Reset. You will show me your account history. That's all you have to do. Wow. I can see already I have 3 interested people over here. Perfect. Then we can talk about this through our Discord and we'll talk about that. Okay. We'll see. You have to trade 15 days. That is only a requirement. If you can survive by 15 days and not like of sometimes you will make 3 mini contract trade and then you will go for 1 micro contract. It's not something like that. You have to be strict with the contract size. If it is 3 contract mini micro contract, okay. If it is 5 micro contract, okay, whatever micro contract you'd love to trade, it has to be stable, and then you have to trade at least just 15 days. That's all you have to do. I think my point is clear, Anas. Just do that for me, I will give you the account. I promise. I don't know why I can't take the entry. So today's past 22 RT model, for example, if I were trading, I would go for this trade. Okay, I'm not trading today. I'm just saying that if I were trading, I would go for this trade. And I really don't know where is the sniper line. If Baragan can confirm that where is the sniper line, I'll be very happy. Okay, 50% hit. I'm in one inverse fair value gap. Okay, so I think you are talking about this gap. Make sure that you are not trading through your funded account. Please, it's a request. Don't trade through your funded account. 24 4 on 8.75, 24 4 on 8.75, 24 4 on 8.75, on 8.75. That is the sniper line. I'll mark the sniper line entry as well. Sniper line. So that is the sniper line. So I'm going to remove this inverse gap. Okay, Marquis. Love to mark the sniper line as well to see if it can provide any 20 handle partial or not from the sniper line. That should be the sniper line trade. At least this will be the partial over here, which is around in this area. So mark a line over there. So from the sniper line, let's see if it can provide the partial. And from the 22 IT model, this is the only 22 IT model I have found from today, which is the best type of 22 IT model. Make sure there is an SMT or not. Okay, there is no SMT, but it's okay. Suziban. Okay, Archana, if the body didn't close beyond the 1048 week, will it still count for marking the market structure shift? What did you ask, Archana? If the body didn't close beyond the 1048 week. Okay, just for the market structure shift, I have told that previously. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Just for the market structure shift, I care about the week. If the week shift the market, I got the market structure shift. If the body has closed above this line, no problem. But at least the week need to be go. It has to go above the high. So for the market structure shift, it is most important for me to look for the week, at least the week. Okay. Hourly about to close, pretty bearish. Still longs are okay, but has to be a quick scalp for me. No trade is valid for this morning session. I think it's written over here. I'm just saying that I'm not interested to trade this morning session. But I'm saying that this is the only 22 IT model I've found for today, which is the best. So I prefer, for example, I were trading, I would go for this buy only. Just because this buy. If you are interested to trade, make sure you are trading through your paper money or the Eval account, but not touching the funded account. Please don't touch your funded account. It's a request. All those fair value gap below the orders are not filled yet. I'm looking for the daily fair value gap actually. I'm not in looking for anything else. Of course, it can keep falling, it can keep going higher, whatever it wants to do, but I'm watching the daily fair value gap. So if the daily fair value gap is helping me to find out any opportunity, I'll go for that. And as you can see, from this area to until here, from here to here, this is the first opportunity to take the buy. Market has cleared all the liquidity here. All the liquidity has been cleared. Everything has been cleared. I prefer this buy. Again, everything is low probability, but I'm saying that this is the only opportunity for today to take the buy for me. As well as if you take a closer look here, market open and just falling. There is no bullish candle. Just falling, just falling, just falling, just falling. Even I need some kind of bullish run, some kind of. Otherwise, everyone is chasing this market. They are getting lot of profit over here. So I don't want them to be profitable. I'm actually watching this sniper line entry more than my entries. I'm watching this sniper line entry. Can it give me the partial or not? Okay, so actually watching this sniper line more than anything else. Yeah, I can see that it has closed the fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. Let me check. And it has traded the burst gap. No, it didn't. It has closed below this gap as well. And it is also trading the hourly gap low. Perfect. Everything's perfect. Okay, the sniper line trade is actually gone already. I think it's gone already. If my stop loss placement is around the same, I mean around the right level or not. I don't know. Is it right in the right level or not? I got a stop out as well. By the way, I would get a stop out over here as well. Both of them didn't work. That was the first opportunity for me to think about the buying opportunity for today's morning session. Just all of this price action, it didn't work. The setup. That is why I told that please don't trade this morning session. Today's AM session is not for trading. If you would love to trade, you have to trade 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. I clearly told that yesterday so many times. I just don't know if you didn't trade that area with that beautiful price action, why you didn't trade it. I don't know. By the way, if even if you are looking for sell, I don't think so there was any setup for the selling opportunity as well. Because this market, the way it is falling, we won't be able to enter over here anywhere. Okay, so it's my opinion just. But if you have found any setup opportunity around this area, good for you. Otherwise, just don't trade this morning session. wait for tomorrow as we have the earning. If I'm not wrong, because Sachin told that we have earning news, some kind of earning news around 4 p.m. If we have the earning news, that means we don't have any opportunity to trade today. Wait for tomorrow, then you will be able to see the beautiful price action tomorrow. So for this is the price action for the E-mini ES. For this is the ES chart, and if you go to the YM chart, I don't know why it is showing the delay chart. You can see the YM is extremely bullish. See, this is the YM chart. Okay, so it is extremely bullish here. The YM is extremely bullish. ES is kind of very messy over here, very messy price action. NQ is bit, bit bearish, but still that is also kind of messy price. Without setup, it is just falling. This is not a right place to trade. That is why this AM session should not be traded. You don't keep hear it, it's okay, brother. I can understand that feelings. Of course, you need to push the button. Go for that. I prefer not to trade this morning session. Wait for the either 2:30 p.m. If you have the earning, then don't trade today. Just one day. Let it not one day. Just two session. Let them go. You can trade the more in London session. You can trade the 7 a.m. session, which are the high probable area to trade. Not the AM session. And if there is earning, not the PM session as well. Was 1036 MSS, MMS, MSS. Okay, market structure shift. Okay. Then what did you say? 1036. You are asking about this one? Lower market structure shift, Archana. Anticipating last hourly fair value gap going up. We'll see that, brother. Anyone observed where NQ bounced right 124,404? 21,404. What is the importance of that line, brother? I might just skip this week price action. It's basket. Matthew, I don't think so. It's basket. I mean, Monday was beautiful. Tuesday was beautiful. Not so many setup, but still it was beautiful. Today is also beautiful, but where we should trade? You have to ask yourself where we should trade. 7 to 8:30. Okay, Archana, this is a valid swing low because this is the lowest low. There is no other low near this low. So this is the lowest low. When this low was here, that is a valid swing low for shifting market structure. When that low was here, that is the valid swing low for shifting market structure because this is the lowest low. It doesn't need to trade the fair value gap. It doesn't need to look over here. Look on your left. See, there is no other price action. There is no other low below that low. It's too far. Okay, so something like that. So it's the lowest low. It's the lowest low. It's the lowest low. It's the lowest low. Here is the lowest low. Here is the lowest low. Here is the lowest low. Every lowest low is the valid swing low for shifting market structure. My question is, if you would love to mark this low as your market structure shape, where is your liquidity taken? That means when this high appeared over here, did it clear any swing high? For example, here, it went higher, cleared that liquidity. So if I find this swing low as a valid swing low for shifting its market structure, which is not here in this case of scenario, which is not a valid swing low for shifting market structure, even if, for example, it is a valid swing low for shifting market structure, I have the liquidity taken over here. See, this liquidity has been cleared by that run, then maybe this is a valid swing low for shifting market structure. You got the market structure shift, fair value gap, perfect. Took the sell from there, no objection. Then it has made another swing low. It went higher. Did it clear any market liquidity? If no, then you can't look at this as your market structure shift. You will say that, but brother, it is falling, it is falling, it is working 100% because today's market is falling like this way. It is classical fall. You see, it's classical fall. How it is falling? Look over here, okay? Swing low, bounce, 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 bit more bounce actually, again swing low, bounce, swing low, bounce, swing low. This is called classical fall. You are not going to see this every single time. Sometimes this shit happens. Sometimes, okay? And really rare, very rare. You will get the reply by yourself. I don't need to give you the reply, but you know that. This type of bounce and fall, bounce and fall, bounce and fall, or bounce and go, bounce and go, bounce and go up. It's very rare. So you always have to look for some kind of liquidity taken. For example, my bias was bearish. Just for example, my bias was bearish. Okay, so here this is the liquidity taken, and this is a valid swing low for shifting market structure because this is the lowest low. For example, this is the market structure shift. This is the fair value gap. Immediate reaction. I'm able to take the sell from this gap. Why? Because market has cleared the buy side liquidity here. Swing low has been cleared. No liquidity taken. No liquidity taken. No liquidity taken. There was the liquidity taken. Unfortunately, this swing low is not valid for shifting market structure, and also my bias was not bearish. Still, I'm not bearish, so I wouldn't look for any kind of sell. I hope, brother, sister, you got your reply. If you have anything confusion again, still you have any confusion, let me know, sister. Look at hourly. That was the top. That was the top. So I was watching 24404 and I was bouncing there. Let me check. What do you mean by hourly? What did you mean? What do you mean by that, brother? I didn't really get. Okay, it's the low of the hourly gap. I agree with you. I have seen that. That is why I am framing that buy setup, even though it has closed below this 15-minute chart. Even though that I was thinking about that is going to work, but why that is important? I'm not, brother. Okay, okay. Don't panic. Okay, stable as a lighthouse in storm. Come on, guys. It's not a day to trade around this morning session. It's not a day to trade this morning session. How many times do I need to reply this? Yesterday, I didn't clearly told you that today's morning session is not for trading. It is not for trading. I have already explained this setup around this 7 a.m. setup. I would love to repeat one more time here from the very beginning. From the very beginning, how to trade the 7 a.m. It's not difficult. It's very simple. You have to mark 6:30 to 7, not 7, 6:59. Okay, this is the time zone. You will look for, can market clear some relatively equal lows or some relatively equal highs in this time frame. Okay, so look over here on your left. Where is your relatively equal highs? I don't see any relatively equal highs over here. So I'm not able to mark any type of relatively equal highs. Do I have any relatively equal lows on my left? No, I don't have any relatively equal lows on my left. Okay, no problem. So I don't have any relatively equal highs. I don't have any relatively equal lows. If I don't have that, I will wait until 7. So around 7, what market is going to clear fast? That is all you will look for. What can market clear fast? From 7 to 7:30 for simple days, for regular days. But for FOMC days where you have the FOMC, you have to look for the setup from 7 to 8:30. You are allowed to push the button after 7:30 as well. Okay, so look over here, 6:30 to 6:59. There is no relatively equal highs. There is no relatively equal lows on the market. Nothing is over here. So what you should look for? 7 a.m. So this is the 7 a.m. candle, right? This is the exactly 7 a.m. candle. Now look on your left. Do you have any relatively equal lows? Do you have any relatively equal highs? See this? Look for the relatively equal highs. Now I can simply go for this relatively equal highs. They are the very clean relatively equal highs. I would love to mark it from here to here. Wherever you'd love to mark, you can mark it, but clean relatively equal highs, relatively equal lows around this area. 7 a.m. market entered into 7 a.m. What you are looking for? Buy or sell? Nothing. Why? Market didn't finish the job in between 6:30 to 7. Didn't clear no buy side liquidity, no sell side liquidity. So first it has to clear either of the buy side or sell side. So what happened? First market has cleared the sell side liquidity. What do you need? Just a displacement and you will take the entry. You don't need the setup as well. But as today is the day of FOMC, it is best. Most of the time you will get the setup over here. 22 YT model, order block, inversion gap, whatever you love to trade, you will get the setup over here. So you don't need to even push the button blindly. For example, this was the candle around other days, not the FOMC days. I got the displacement to the first fair value gap. So this candle tapped this gap. I'm already in this trade over here. Stop loss has to be below this low, just one tick below this low, and my partial is should be at least 20 handle. That should be partial, and then I can hold my trade wherever I want to trade. If it was a normal day, I didn't need the 22 YT model as well. I got the displacement after clearing the liquidity. The top fair value gap, that is my entry. This candle tapped this gap, I'm already in this trade. Stop loss below this low, maximum 20 handle, of course, and partial 20 handle, whatever is 20 handle, and then you can target whatever you want to target. I don't need this even today. Why? Because I know today is FOMC and I'm going to expect the beautiful price action by today. What I'm looking for, buy only. But brother, it has cleared the buy side liquidity. I don't care about that. All I care about what it has done when it came into that 7 a.m. time frame. Am I changing any word? Nothing, man. It's very simple, very easy. I don't care about that, okay? So here it has built the buy side liquidity around this area. This is the buy side liquidity, and also you have the buy side liquidity here, which is inside the new day opening gap. Remember, this box is actually with two new day opening gap. Okay, so this is the low of the new day opening gap. Market fall. Am I doing any sell? No. But brother, there is a market structure shift. There is a fair value gap. I would love to take the sell. Why? Why do we want to take the sell? No sell is valid. Market is falling, falling, falling. It would be the best if it could take that low without taking this low. What you are looking for? 22 YT model to take the buy. You are only looking for the buy. Just look at this setup. This market has built a beautiful swing low, sorry, swing high, which has traded this fair value gap, and then this market structure shift. What a beautiful, nice market structure shift. This is your fair value gap. This is the next candle gave you the entry. Very immediately, you are already in the trade. Take the partial around 20 handle, wherever the 20 handle is, okay? So if I come here, it's kind of 20 handle, one tick. So you would take the partial over here, hold your trade until this buy side liquidity or to the low of this new day opening gap. Low of the new day opening gap around here. Now, market went higher, okay? Look, if I trail the stop loss, if I want to trail the stop loss, look, I will never get a stop loss. Market tap here, went higher. Did it make any order block here? No. So I'm not able to put my stop loss to the break even. Why? Because market can come back again to this fair value gap to make the order block. It didn't come here. Instead of that, it went higher again, went higher again. Now when I have got the partial, first time I'm able to put my stop loss to the break even. After putting the stop loss break even, when this market was very near to my target, around here, around this area, okay? You see there is a fair value gap. There is a fair value gap. My stop loss is already below this, one tick below this candle, because it is very near to my liquid, I mean to the new day opening gap or to my liquidity area, whatever it is, okay? I'll get stopped out over here. Still that is 20 handle. If I don't trail my stop loss, instead keep my stop loss to the break even, it will hit my target without any kind of confusion. It will hit my target. How beautifully it has hit my target. What a beautiful price action over here. There can be nothing more than beautiful like this. The same logic I showed you every single day, 7 a.m. every single day. This is the only thing you will look for: relatively equal highs, relatively equal lows before this session, before these two line, 6:30, 6:59. Is there anything? No. Then you will look for 7 a.m. to look what it can take first, sell side or buy side. Sell side is cleared, wait for the displacement. Whatever displacement you will get, take the buy from there. Now if you don't want to take the if it is the FOMC day, wait for the setup. Just as I'm working with 22 YT model, it has appeared over there. Forget about that. Maybe you pushed the button from this displacement, okay, but it didn't give me the entry. 100% it has given you the entry. 100% it has given you the entry. See, exactly tap to this gap. Where should be your stop loss? Below that low here until it is below 20 handle. Now you don't want to put it, just take a bit more risk over here. Same thing, take a partial here, close your trade wherever your buy side liquidity or whatever it is. Take the close your trade over there. This big fall, you don't need to worry about that. You have believed this setup, you have believed this price action, you have believed these concepts. That's all. Now, I don't need to trade this bullshit. All of this fall, I don't need to trade them. By the way, there was another 22 IT model. Even if I get stopped out over here, I would love to go for one more buy here. For example, if it was a normal day, this would be my next buy. And stop loss same. I'm not able to put it below the area, so this is another buy for me. That would be another buy after getting stopped out from here. Market structure shift after clearing the sell side liquidity. Market structure shift, entry fair value gap, and the breakaway gap. I guess, yeah, that's the area. We'll take the same area for partial 20 handle. I'm not saying that I'm taking this trade. I'm just saying if I were trading here, what I would do. I would go for this first 22 IT model here around this area, and then I would go for the next 22 IT model which is from there. Okay, I think it is the only gap, whatever it is, but I'm not going to take this trade anymore. Anyway. Handle FOMC just to cleanse the test. Okay, man, thank you so much. But to understand that if you really follow the logic, you will get the boom in the time where you should look for the boom. So beautiful, so easy. So predicting market, you don't need to worry about anything else. You don't need to think all of these things, nothing. It's very easy to trade around this area. But guys, I don't think so that it will be any better price action this morning session anymore. And yeah, we'll see around the PM session, and I will try to come around PM session. I'm not sure about that, but we'll try around the PM session. I'll to come. It is all it is. If anyone has any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, I would love to close that session for now. It was just a gossiping session, nothing else, because I really don't want to trade this AM session. I was not here because of the load shedding. I didn't have the internet. That is why I didn't push the button. Otherwise, I would push the button over here without any kind of course, not from this setup, not this one. I would wait. I would 100% would go for this buy setup from the 22 IT model. But I'll try to come, but I'm not sure about that. Okay? It depends on the movie. If I find a beautiful movie, then I will not come for the PM session for sure. But if I don't find any good movie, then I'll be back around the PM session. But guys, please remember, don't trade before 2:30 a.m. This morning session, let this go. I know that you will say this is a bearish market, your bias is wrong, so it's not a bullish market, it's a bearish market. All of these things you will tell. But look at that fall. look other what to say, I mean the other assets, what they are doing. The ES is not moving anywhere. It's just not moving anywhere. YM is extremely bullish and NQ is bearish. This is the area you should not trade when the three assets are not correlated. YM is bullish, ES is not moving anywhere, and NQ is falling. Let this go. Just don't trade it. I know that you will not agree with me, but this is what it is. Hey Anas, I have already told you, brother. If you are really interested about that and if you really need that, I'll give it to you. But you have to do one thing for me, okay? You have to give me 15 trading days. As I showed you, just go to your paper trade, open an account, write it down whatever you want to write, switch it, I mean, sorry, reset it around $2,000, something like that, $2,000, write it down, $2,000, something like that. Then just open an account, show me your account history for 15 days, okay, that you are not a gambler. Everyone can see this, okay? If you can do that for 15 days, I will give you the account. And you don't need to give me back that $40 or whatever it is, man. My point is very clear. I'm not interested about your previous things or all of the things. Just show me this. I will give you the account. One account I'll give you from Take Profit Trader, 50K account, or maybe 150, whatever it is. I'll give it to you. I promise you, brother. Can we go to 300S? What is 300S, brother? Will you give me the account? How many of you need the accounts? Okay, guys, just let me know. How many of you need the accounts? Then I have to count how many accounts I am able to buy for you guys. I'm not getting any what to say, I mean the giveaway. If I had the giveaway, then of course I would provide you the giveaway. But as I'm not getting it, so of course I have to buy the account. I have to give it to other people. If you guys are really interested, then we can do a challenge. Okay, to our Discord, we can open a challenge account, and then we can do a challenge in between you guys. Whoever is going to be the first, second, third, or something like that, I can provide you the account. I can do that. Okay, but like if 80 people start to ask that give me the account, I'm not able to give you 80 people. Okay, it's not possible. I think my point is clear, Will. Anash, if you keep saying the same thing, my reply is gonna be same thing. Okay, I don't care about your proof, brother. What I told you, just do that. Just do that, brother. All I need at the moment is a cup of tea. Today was a rough day. Did you trade, Mahdi? I'm gonna kick you then. If you trade this morning session. আমি শেষ করে দেবো। হুম, চলো বাদ চলো। Madhu, this weekend I will talk about this. Okay, it really. Mahdi, can you please do me a favor, brother? To the Discord, just start a poll where you have to write down that there will be a challenge, paper challenge, of course. How many of the people are interested? The result will be first, second, and third will get some account. Okay, so this type of uh, poll you have tested. Mad, if you are still here, of course. Kiwi, can you please share your entries? Where were your entries, brother? And if you're saying this is the easy, I would love to show you one thing. Okay, I'm not just able to show it from here. Let me go to the. This is the 50-minute chart. This is the ES to the bottom. This is the ES. The top. This is the NQ. NQ is bearish. ES is not moving anywhere. It is just sideways. And if I come here with the YM is bullish. Now, if you are a ICT trader, I'm not asking those people who are actually retail trader. I don't know how they trade. But if you are a ICT trader, you know that this is the area you should avoid the market. If you don't look for these things, that means you are not an ICT trader. Simple, very simple, brother. How many people are interested for the challenge where uh, people will actually let me think like that way. I want to know how many people are interested for a challenge where people will trade in between them. Who is gonna be the winner will get some account, something like that. So I need how many people are actually interested. I only trade NQ Slayer. Oh, okay, you are the Slayer, so you are the boss. So I have no argument with you, brother, because you are someone I have already talked a lot of time, brother. I don't want to argue with you. Junior Madhu, I'm not going to start the poll here. I need the people to join over to my Discord. So the all of the 70 people are over here, maybe are not the Discord member. So I need the Discord poll. Yeah, sure, Madhi. We'll talk about that. Okay, around this weekend we'll start that things. I think that's the best idea. We'll discuss about that, then we'll start the poll. Okay? If 15 to 20 people are interested, we'll start that. Okay, guys, I hope that you it's clear to all of you. Don't trade the FOMC morning session. Please don't trade the FOMC morning session. If you would love to trade the FOMC days, the best time to trade is 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. That is the best area to trade. If you are not interested to trade 7:30 to 8 7 to 8:30 a.m., then wait for the 2:30 p.m. After 2:30 p.m., start trading again. Otherwise, this market will keep breaking you. This will keep breaking you. Even if you were bearish, there was no setup. At least I don't see any 22 YT model as I'm working with 22 YT model. There is no 22 YT valid sell model. So of course, it's better to avoid the AM session and wait for the FOMC to be released and then go for the trade. I'll try to be here around the FOMC. If not, I'm so sorry. Depends on Math. If he provide me any good movies, I'll stay over there with the movie. And if please check the earning news. If you have the earning news, don't trade the FOMC. Please don't do that. Okay. Thank you guys for being over here. Anybody has any question? If no, then just let me know. Like say see you, bye, whatever you want to do. I'd love to close the stream. Morning session was just shit. If candle close below daily BC is still bullish, I'm still bullish, Ben. I will be bullish. It's not this daily. Let me actually remove all of them. This gap is not my concern. My concern is market is at the all-time high. It's a bullish market until this line or that line. Of course, I know that it is reacting from one standard deviation, which is going to be broken. In my opinion, that is going to be broken. Minus one standard deviation is respecting, just a respect. It can start to go from this gap or that gap. Any of this gap can hold the market and start to go higher. I believe it will work with this gap, then it will go higher, and market is just waiting for the FOMC. That's all. If it doesn't do that, started to fall, I'm not interested to look for sell until there is a bearish gap from the daily chart. So from the daily chart, there will be bearish gap. It will trade that bearish gap, then it will take any kind of low, it will make, then and only then I'll switch my bias toward that sales and liquidity. Until then, market is at all-time high. I'm only bullish, no bearishness. Until yesterday, I was bearish because of the TGIF. As market didn't do that, I don't care about the TGIF anymore. I'm only bullish, at least until here. And if it is broken, then there. Until then, I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity. No bearishness. By FOMC, of course, I'm extremely bullish, and I believe that this market will actually take the all-time high again, and it will make another all-time high by the FOMC. So yeah, just bullish, no bearishness to me. Around 2:30, 2 p.m., if the market fall first, then around 2:30 it will start to go higher again. That's my understanding about the market so far. But all-time high is always hard to trade. If the market is around all-time high, it is always hard to trade. Nobody knows when this market will reverse. That is why we need the standard deviation to understand the reversal. Now, I believe minus 1.5 is as the strongest. It can be respected from here, but I need the bearish gap from the daily chart to think about the bearishness. Otherwise, I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity. I think market is creating liquidity in the 1 minute chart. It can happen. From the, yeah, it is also possible. But I have a beautiful buy side liquidity actually here. From the 15-minute chart, I have beautiful buy side liquidity here, which is my first interest here, the buy side liquidity. And from on my 1 minute liquidity, here is some liquidity as well, which is also so beautiful. Either way, I have beautiful buy side liquidity. I don't need to think about the sell. That is why this morning session should be avoided. If you avoid this around the PM session, you will get better prices. But it is what it is. We'll see it around the PM session. Thank you guys for being over here. See you tomorrow. Until then, cheers guys.